As most of you know, Marvel Comics is my first love and will always be my love. But DC Comics has one particular character who I adore, and that is Batman and his universe, his world, his characters. So recently, my toy collecting madness has stretched to the world of Batman. So I have a pick of my favourite Batman figures and my favourite Joker figures, because a few of you have asked about others after looking at my Arkham Asylum figure reviews. Just a quick heads up, my Arkham City Wave 1 figures are on their way, so I'll review them soon. That's Unmasked Batman, Robin and Harley Quinn. But for starters, let's have a look at these bad boys. I'm going to begin with the DC Universe Batman Legacy line, Golden Age Batman. There he is. These are made by Mattel, who, for my money, make the better articulated Batman figures, but not necessarily the most sturdy. But anyway, I'm going to show you the Golden Age Batman, and it's this bad boy here. Dun, 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 Batman there. There he is. Now, when I saw this, I couldn't resist. I had to have him, because it's the cheesy look that a lot of people watch in the older animated series, the one from like the 70s, I believe. 60s or 70s. This is the sort of Batman that appears in the Scooby-Doo meets Batman movies. And he's also smiling, which is very unnerving. Look at that. It's got a little smile. It's got a little smile on his face, and it's very, very, very disconcerting. Nice job on this one. The Batman Legacy line usually goes for a bit of money. This guy was £18 from Forbidden Planet. Very well articulated, like pin and socket on the shoulder, swivel on the upper arm, bend at the elbow, bend at the wrist, that's both arms. Head is a very stiff ball joint, but which is good because he doesn't sort of bend his head round, so you know, you don't want him looking like a giraffe. Although I do find that those ball joints loosen up quite easily. So with a bit of squeezing, it'll stiffen up again. But then again, if it's on your shelf, it's not going to be wiggling. Hinge at the top of the leg, which I'm never fond of, but in terms of displaying figure, doesn't really hamper it at all. If you're playing with them, I think it'd be weird. Bends there, swivel on the thigh, bend at the knee, tilt at the foot. Really nice figure, classic Batman style. The cape's well sculpted with the points and everything. It's a very soft plastic here, so no chance of that getting damaged in transit. And he's got the proper like OTT muscular frame that all sort of classic comics have, which is very, very cool. I highly recommend getting that one. Out of the whole Batman Legacy figures that have been released, that's my favourite. I've also got the Batgirl, but this is the best one. So get your chops round him, folks. Yes, indeed. Next figure I'm going to go for is this Joker. This is the Joker from the original DC Universe All-Stars Wave 1. He's figure 7. There's the packaging. So if you recognise that packaging, that's the Joker you're getting. Cockers. Little read up on the back there about the Joker. I really should have planned this better, shouldn't I, in terms of showing the figures, casings off. But it's a great figure. It's by DC Direct. No, these are by Mattel. My bad. These are also by Mattel. Display stand, DC Universe on it. Great articulation in the knee, thigh, top of the leg. Slight one in the waist, very stiff. Bends mid-torso, wrist, elbow, shoulder joint, and upper arm, and the head is on a ball joint. 2. Wicked, because this guy came with several accessories. He came with this cane, which, as you can see, features a little Harlequin head, not Harley Quinn, a Harlequin. A massive hammer, a mallet, with J for him to imprint his mark on people he squashes. But brilliantly, the handle is a face. Look at that. That is menacing. I like that a lot. This is probably my favourite Joker figure. I have all the ones I own. I've got a few Dark Knight ones and even the Arkham one. I like this one a lot. Most of the articulation, the fact that he comes with those accessories. He also comes with a small pack of cards and a grinning fish. If you know your comics, you'll know that the Joker once poisoned Gotham's supply of fish so that they had the Joker grin, so that he could then claim copyright on the likeness and make money for every lot of fish that was sold. Bonkers, but amazing. And an amazing figure. Looks scary as well, which is what you want the Joker to look like. Another Batman now. This Batman is also from Wave 1 of the DC Universe figures, the All-Star Wave. Again, similar packaging to the Joker, but with a bat on the front. Batman read-up. It's figure 1 in this set, and it's based on him in the mid-90s, shortly after his return after the Nightfall story, where they made him look a lot more like the Batman from Tim Burton's film. Completely black costume, yellow utility belt, yellow bat on the chest. He comes with a nice little batarang, and this sort of computer thing that folds up. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but it's a fun accessory. Makes you think he's going to summon up the Batplane or remote control the Batmobile from a distance. Brilliant articulation again in the ankle, the knee, none in the mid thigh, but it's not really a problem. At the thigh, at the top of the leg, sorry, in the waist, body, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, hand, and head. Strangely, the figure I got, I ordered online. I've been ordering off a collector who's been fantastic with supplying these figures. But for some reason, normally with a figure that's mostly black, the plastic they use will be black and everything else will be painted on. Not in the case of the head, it seems. In the case of the head, it was skin tone, and they've painted the black on top of it, because on top, the paint had etched away. So what I've done is repainted, and you can still see a bit of skin, unfortunately. I need to go over it. But yeah, like, so there was this random bald patch on the top of the cowl. This is an awesome figure, and for anyone who's a fan of Batman during the 90s, it's an amazing look. Again, very recommended, and that's why I'm doing a review of it anyway, isn't it? Back to the Joker. Now, this is very special. Recently, DC released a wave called the DC Origins. These are DC Direct, so that means less articulation, but more detail. There's the packaging, it's very wide. DC Origins, the Joker. And there's a complete wave on the back with Catwoman, Batman, Joker and Nightwing. I very much would like to get hold of the other 3 sets in this. Joker summary. Batman's most dangerous opponent, from Clown Prince of Crime to something beyond dangerous, the Joker epitomises what it is to be a villain. As Arkham Asylum's most infamous resident, the murderously maniacal Joker corrupts everything he touches. And this is him in a very early appearance, which you can compare with the collectible card that comes with it. And it's very, very cool. The light suit, the big, long chin and nose, like, just gorgeous. I mean, there he is. You're in his field of vision now, that's quite creepy. He's a skinny figure, like, he looks not at all imposing, just frightening. DC 75th anniversary stand. He's got a joint at the knee, joint at the top of the leg, his waist swivels slightly, he has a joint at the shoulder, elbow, hands, and a very restricted ball joint at the neck, but it doesn't really matter. And he comes also with a Harlequin cane, with a face very similar to the animated series Joker, strangely. But I love this figure. I think it's brilliant. This is the one you can imagine sort of running across a giant typewriter, or, you know, an accessory, if it came on its own, could be one of those Jack-in-the-Boxes with the Joker's face. So that is absolutely awesome. Highly recommended getting that 2-pack. Again, you can get it for about sort of like 20-30 quid, based on where you look. Moving on to the last 2 figures now. The second Joker from that set, the sort of more modern age Joker, compared there. Terrifying. Very chunky. He's chunkier because he's not muscly, but he obviously is just an average man who had a very bad day. The face is brilliant because it's just scary. It's really scary. And the fact that the eyes almost mix in with the skin, I don't know why, but I find that really creepy. Like, the whites of his eyes just look like part of his face. The detail on the teeth is amazing. Little flower in his he's got soft rubber tails, so that's quite nice. Nice little touch. Joints in the knee, joints at the thigh, waist, wrist, elbow, shoulder, and a ball joint in the head. To prove the modern day Joker's shown as much more of a psychotic, his accessory is simply a knife. No cane, no mallet, no grinning fish, a knife. He will stab you. Highly recommended. And of course, if you want him, you can get him in the same set as that Joker there. So, you know, I recommend getting that one. Final review is of, and thank you for sticking with this video, it's very long, is of Batman from the Justice League Classic Icon series by DC Direct, along with Superman, Wonder Woman and Green Lantern. I saw the Superman. Superman didn't look as cool close up, so I didn't pick him up. But I did pick up the Batman. I love the detail in this figure. I love him. We have to raise the camera because he's very tall. Like, it's a very realistic look. I think it may be based... If it's not based on Alex Ross, it's someone of a similar style. His accessory is a tiny little Batarang that folds up. And then there's a nightmare to open again. This figure is beautifully sculpted. I'm not sure about the ribs being prominent, but then again it makes a nice variation from him having huge pecs, which the other two have. Wonderfully detailed. Joints in the knee, in the top of the thigh, like most DC Direct figures really, in the knee, in the top of the thigh, in the waist, in the shoulder, which is actually a ball joint, so his shoulder can rotate a bit more. I'm going to leave that battering out until after the review. And just a swivel in the neck, in the head, but it's all you need really with this guy. He's amazing. Possibly my favourite of them, just because he cuts a very dynamic shadow. Like, this is the kind of Batman you imagine standing on the rooftops of Gotham, listening out for the psychopaths and the weirdos. And even there's a classic icons figure. It's in a wave called, you know, classic icons. It's very modern Batman. Like, it's not dissimilar to, say, Jim Lee's Batman from All Star. So again, highly recommend. If I've tempted you with any of these figures, please let me know. Sorry that it's taking so long. For some reason I can't quite get words out of me gob. But there you have it. 6 fantastic figures. Yeah, brace yourselves for the Arkham City figure review coming soon. Goodbye, you lovely bunch.